Hey there, witches. This is Tiffany, and today I'm going to show you how to do an incredibly simple spell to land your dream job. This can be a very specific job that you've already applied for, or if you perhaps just know the industry you want to be working in or the type of company you would like to work for. You can modify this to make it a little bit more general. The other thing I want to point out about this spell is, yes, there are several ingredients that are called for. However, I want to be very, very clear with the fact that you can modify this spell. Not everything in this is an absolute requirement. That also makes this a really good spell for those of you that are still in the broom closet. But I'll elaborate further as we go. Your most important tools for this spell are going to be your imagination for your visualization, your intentions and focus, your desire to get that job, and a simple pen and paper. And really, again, you don't have to get fancy with this. If you would like to use color correspondences, that's fine, but you can just use any old pen or pencil and a scrap of paper like I did. Other things that will definitely boost your spell but aren't 100% necessary is going to be either new moon water or an anointing oil. Olive oil is always a great choice because it's just one of those generic oils that you can pretty much use in place of anything. But if you have a prosperity oil or a manifestation success oil, something like that, by all means you can use that. Now the next thing you want is going to be a candle. Preferably it'll be green, but if not, brown or white will do perfectly fine. You can use any sort of candle that you want. I just recommend that you choose a small one. So a tea light, one of these small tapers, or even a birthday cake candle will do. And onto our herbs, you're going to want chamomile for manifestation and success. I have the full dried flower here, but you can always just cut open a tea bag. Basil for prosperity, and a bit of cinnamon for success. I have some ground cinnamon here. You can use a stick if you want. You just want to make sure you probably don't want to use the full thing, and then just break it apart. You want to get the pieces nice and tiny because we're going to be folding them up inside of the piece of paper. Okay, so the best time to do this is going to be either on a new moon, signifying new beginnings, or on a waxing moon, signifying growth. But you can really do it anytime. Now, like I said, with this, your visualization and your intentions are the most important thing. So I want you to use those through every step of the process. I'm going to be drilling this in as I describe this. You'll see as we go. So first thing you're going to do is anoint your candle with either your new moon water, like I said, new moon signifying new beginnings, or your oil. Now, if you're using a taper or birthday candle, you're going to start at the top and rub the oil or water down. That way it's coming towards you. You're bringing things in. Turn the candle clockwise and do it again, rubbing it down again, over and over until the entire side of all the way around the whole candle is coated. If you're using a tea light, make sure to get that wick up nice and straight, and then you're going to anoint it. You don't even need to take it out of the tin. You can just anoint it with the water or oil in a clockwise, make sure it's clockwise. Clockwise means drawing in, counterclockwise or anti-clockwise means banishing or pushing out, getting rid of, whatever. So anoint it, just running it in a clockwise fashion, right around the wick. So of course, like I said, you're going to visualize as you're anointing. You are visualizing the drawing in of that success, of that new job, of that phone call, that interview. Next up, you want your paper and pen. Now, I'm going to be pretty specific with what you're going to write down, but just if you want to rephrase, that's totally fine. Just keep in mind, you want to keep things positive and in the present tense. So you're going to write things out as if you already have this job. If you have a specific job in mind, you are going to write, I am employed at, fill in the name of the company, as a, fill in the name of the position, earning, and then fill in your salary. When it comes to putting in salaries, because who wouldn't want to write in like, I make $800,000 a year, but we don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot and screw up the entire spell just by, maybe shooting a little too high. What I recommend you do when you're writing in your salary, and this goes for any form of this, whether you're doing specific company and job position, or if you're, just kind of doing more of a general intention, is I would take the salary number that you would be happy with, that you could survive on and live comfortably off of, and shoot just a little bit above that. Whether that's $20 an hour and you write down $23 an hour, or it's $70,000 a year, you write $75,000 a year. Now, if you don't necessarily have all those specifics, that's okay. Maybe you know the industry you want to work in or the position that you're trained for. I have a job in the fill in the blank industry. I have a job as a fill in the position, making then fill in the salary. Or you can even be a little bit more general and say, I have a job working with people. I have a job helping animals. I have a job where I get to work outdoors. The goal with this intention is to be as specific as possible without going crazy. So you're not going to write, I have a job at Google as a software analyst making $400,000 a year with full benefits, 3 months of paid vacation a year. I get to bring my dog to work, and drinking beer at my desk is not frowned upon, right? So I think you get the idea. Specific, but not too specific. Okay, so this is just what I wrote down. I have a job as a blank at blank incorporated, making $70,000 a year. So next what you're going to do is just lay that out flat in front of you. Take your chamomile. Like I said, chamomile is for manifestation and for success. Since I have the full flower here, I'm going to kind of pull it apart, because you're going to sprinkle it into the center, onto the center of the paper. And as you're doing this, you are also going to be charging it with what you are trying to manifest and where you are trying to succeed. So you can easily start off with your resume succeeding. Visualize the phone call coming in offering you the interview. Visualize the interview going well. The follow-up with the job offer. See, those are things that you are trying to manifest because they will manifest the job for you. And of course, those are things that you want to go successfully. And this is entirely optional, but I always like to kind of say it aloud. Like, I add this chamomile in order to manifest my success, my dreams, and bring in the dream job that I deserve and that will make me happy and feel fulfilled. And there you go, your chamomile is right there in the center of the paper. So you're going to do the same thing next with the basil. And like I said, basil represents prosperity. That's what we're using it for here. So visualize it making you prosperous. I add this basil to bring in prosperity and the means to make that prosperity, so I may live comfortably and without financial stress. And finally, the cinnamon for success. And now with this one, I want you to imagine not just the successful interview, but also the job continuously being successful for you and you being successful at the job. We want to maintain that success. So yes, visualize, by all means, visualize a successful interview as well, but also visualize, a successful 90-day review. Coming home from work 6 months from now and feeling fulfilled and happy, both with the job and with what you are putting into the job and getting out of it. Cinnamon, you will bring in my success, both as a valuable employee to the company and as a hard-working and fulfilled worker. I don't know, that one was a little sloppy, but come up with your own. Those I just kind of say, I let them come out naturally. I try not to write those in advance. I just always recommend that when you're speaking aloud during these spells, if you want to write out an actual spell, that's fine. But for moments like this, I always like to just speak from the heart. It's the most personalized because it's not written by somebody else and it's not, you didn't write it out and then edit it and then refine it. And if you stumble on a few words or mess up a little bit, it's okay. It's all about putting your own little touch into it. Okay, so here's my piece of paper with all of my herbs and spices right in the middle. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to fold it in half. Always remember to fold the paper towards you. So, keeping everything in the center. Let's make sure you can see that. Fold it in half. Just like that. Now just be very careful so you're not spilling stuff everywhere. Now you're going to turn it clockwise. Boop, just like that. And then fold it again towards you. So we'll do this 3 times total. So one more time, turning it clockwise and folding it towards myself. All right, so now I've got this little strip of paper. And yours may not be a little strip, it may be smaller, maybe bigger, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you are having trouble keeping the herbs like contained within the little folded paper, it's okay. Later on, you can always seal the edges with wax, or you can put it in like a little sachet bag. So of course you should have already at the very beginning of all this centered and grounded. But what I recommend you do right now is ground one more time. Just get an extra pull of energy from the earth. And then you're going to light your candle. As you light your candle, and just, you can have it like right there at the top of your workspace. I can't see what's good on screen. There we go. Right there at the top of your workspace. As you light it, you are going to visualize, and again, you can speak this out loud, but you're going to visualize this light lighting up your path forward, brightening up your future. Once it's lit and you've done that, take this between your index finger and your thumbs. And all of that energy you just pulled up into your center from the ground, you're going to start pushing into this paper. So you are going to visualize everything from receiving that initial, email requesting an interview, to the interview process, to the 90-day review, to 2 years down the line, you're still happy at the job and coming home from a good day's of work, feeling like you are excelling and doing really well and you're happy with where you're at. I also want you to visualize, things like your bank account, your checking account and your savings account, like those numbers ticking up, maybe purchasing something that you had to hold off buying because you couldn't afford it yet. Just other ways in general that this is going to affect your life. And don't just visualize. I know we use the word visualize and that always makes us think like you're just picturing it, but use all 5 senses. They're there for you to use, and they are going to help you really pack a punch. And that really goes for any spell, because I do feel like those other senses other than sight really get neglected when we talk about visualization. But I want you, when you imagine the phone call or the email coming in asking for the interview, hear the notification sound that your phone makes when you get an email. Imagine what it would feel like to shake your, future boss's hand at the end of the interview. Imagine the smell of the coffee in the break room on your first or, 100th day at work. Physically feel the tension in your gut lighten as you are no longer worried about financial burdens or having to go into a job that just stresses you out or you don't like. So just spend a lot of time with this, meditating on all of those things. Just hold it right in front of the candle. And seriously, don't rush this part of the process. Take your time with it. Like I said, this is the most important step, is the paper and your intention. Now, once you feel that shift occur, you know the one I'm talking about. When you know the spell has taken hold, it's complete, you're gonna take your paper and put it underneath the candle. If your paper is a little bit thick and maybe it's popping up and it might like tilt the candle, you can just set it right in front of there. I'm gonna place it here. And as you do that, you are going to picture the light from the candle emanating out, engulfing the slip of paper, the words on it, the herbs inside of it. And it's really just vibrating outward, taking those in, infusing that light with the essence of what you put into this paper, both physically and what you just energetically added to that paper. And then that light is going to emanate outward. You're going to keep visualizing it as it is basically pushing all of that work, everything you just put into that, out to the universe. You are going to allow that candle to burn until it just completely goes out on its own, whether it just gets to the bottom or it just naturally goes out on its own. If it goes out early before it completely like burns down to a nub, don't worry about it. But that's also why I recommend you use a small candle. You don't want a giant 7-day candle. While you are waiting for that to happen, you're gonna go to your closet or your dresser or whatever, and you're going to pick out your interview clothes. And I mean pick out the whole outfit head to toe. If there's a particular headband you want to wear, you're gonna grab that. Jewelry, undergarments, shoes, everything. So build this outfit, and then you can hang it up, or you can kind of like fold it, set it on a chair with the shoes underneath. Just, you want to make sure you have it laid out. I want you to be able to set your eyes on it every single day until you actually put it on for the interview. Okay, so let's say your candle is now burnt out and that is done. This is the point at which you would either want to seal the edges or put it in a small bag if the herbs are falling out. If they're not, don't even worry about it. Just leave it as is. Take this piece of paper and tuck it into a pocket on the outfit. If your outfit doesn't have pockets, just, you know, if you have a top and pants, just tuck it in between, or just something like that. Get this in that outfit. Then, when you get your interview, you don't have to do this, but I do recommend it. Take this with you. Just drop it in your purse or stick it in a back pocket. Just bring it with you. And then, once you're back home and you're done with the interview, I want you to bury it. If you live in the city or you live in an upstairs apartment or something, just wherever you don't have a yard, you can always just take a pot or even just a bowl, put some soil in it, and bury this in that. I love that step of the process because you are essentially treating this like it's a little seed packet. So then you just bury it and that's it. Just wait for that dream job to manifest. All right, I'm wishing you all so much luck with this one. Please, if you do the spell, let me know how it turns out. I'd love to hear in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe and also hit the little bell because that'll give you notifications on when a new video comes out. And also, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up so I know to make more content like it. I really wish all of you so much luck if you do this spell or if you have any need for this spell, because I know the struggle of trying to find a job, and times right now are especially hard with the pandemic. A lot of people are getting laid off, and of course we're in a recession, so a lot of places aren't hiring, and just times are really tough in general. If you are currently unemployed, I know where you're at. So I am sending you so much goodwill and positivity and extra strength for this spell. Like I said, please let me know how it goes. And in the meantime, if you want to get a hold of me, you can always email me or add me on Instagram. See you all on Wednesday.